Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Half-Life. I'm Phil.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Curtis.
So, Colts. Are they really that bad?
The football team? Oh, Colts.
The full, yeah, we already know that. The full team is awful. Philip Rivers does not look like Philip Rivers, that's for sure.
Oh man.
The Colts, the Colts of, all the good stuff like prosecution. I don't know, man. I haven't really looked a lot into Colts, if I'm being completely honest.
So Ashley.
Don't forget to heal yourself.
Ashley's like big on the.
Did you? What the fuck?
Did you just run through him? Are you trying to die?
Did you just ride him?
No, he went through.
Ride me!
Oh.
You're dead.
Dude, you
It
sounded,
just screamed at you.
It sounded like I said, like, it was weird. I don't know what just happened.
Well, there goes his. It has been 0 episodes. It's been 0 episodes. Look, man, it's early. It's been 0 episodes since Chris has taken fall damage. Dude, that sack was coming straight for your face.
Okay, she's like big on, like, she's always like watched Colts and stuff like that, and
The football team?
yeah, football team.
Yeah.
How many times have we made that reference? Twice? We need one more. Got it. Comedy comes in threes. Yeah. So she watched Colt stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and no, they're fucked up. Every goddamn one of them, they're all fucked up. They make you think it's good,
Sure?
it's never good. It's always bad.
You sure?
Always bad.
What if the only reason? Let me be
It's like fanatics. The problem is
let
that
me
Colts
let me
are
be
fanatics.
skeptical.
Oh.
Like, you don't join a cult unless you're a fanatic. Fanatic for something, you know?
Whoa! What? Oh, they killed it.
The
It
arms!
exploded.
The arms killed it! Its little spiders
that
just
was
kill
his-
it. And so he just jumps
was
down
his-
into it, hoping for the best. Okay, cool. That's what I would.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. Any sane, logical person would
Dude,
have.
the-
yeah.
oh.
Of course.
Oh.
Blew up the asteroid. Yeah. What if what if the only reason people call them cults is because we as a society have defined them as cults?
It's basically like anywhere there's like a fanatic, you know?
Well, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot of cults that are bad, like the ones that make you drink the punch and all that. But,
Right.
like, ooh, you're not gonna survive that second fall. Are your
I'm-
legs broken?
Yeah, my legs are definitely like broken. That was interesting.
That was
Stop
cool.
jumping so early.
That's where it's loaded. That's it. I'm
Nah,
drifting.
You were able to load. You were able to do the other ones, weren't you?
Ow.
Whatever. But don't get me. So like, there's been a few cults that have been like, yes, they are very culty. Gotta get that Dr. Pepper.
My bad. I didn't know you'd hear that. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you with my.
But like, I've never like. I don't even remember the name of the cult. I know like the one in Waco, right? Waco, Texas. That cult. That was pretty fucked up. And then there was the one that made him. The one that made him drink the punch and all that good stuff. Like, there's quite a few cults that are dangerous, and when you get into an area where it's just a sounding board of the same opinion. So, like, if you have a certain opinion and you surround yourself with people of the exact same opinion, chances are you're going to start believing yourself more and more and more. And that can't be good. You need someone. Everyone needs someone to disagree with them, so they can have a logical look on a situation. So when you're in a cult, all you're doing is you're surrounding yourself with just, it's not a sounding, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like-minded people.
Yeah, but there's a word for it. It's like when you say something, it just bounces back at you. Whatever.
That's not.
An echo chamber, if you will. You're just creating an echo chamber of your own opinions, which isn't good, because then you start really believing in it, and that's when this fanaticism really comes into play. Like, if you think about it, a cult probably isn't that bad initially, but then everyone just agrees, and everyone's just like, yeah, that's right, and then you get to the point where your idea becomes almost deity-like, and you're just like, this is the answer. There's no other options.
And we need to spread it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what if a cult isn't that bad though? Like, what if you bring in I guess you wouldn't define it as a cult at that point. You'd define it as a gathering of individuals. But like, we understand the cults that have existed because they've gone too far. They took it a step too far. They made it violent or very what's one?
People die. People are
People,
dying.
people have died, and they become almost zealots of their zealots. There we go, zealots of their own ideology.
Yeah, and
but
people, people have died trying to get away from them.
Yeah,
or in mass
so like
kill-offs, you know, or fights with the police.
Yeah, but what if? Now, I'm not. I don't condone cult ideologies and violence towards police or anything like that. But what if you're with? Let's just like we'll micro it instead of the macro of a cult. What if you're just chilling with some friends? You have like a group of 10 people. You all share a house.
Oh shit!
That was cool. Do that again.
Okay.
So you have like a group of 10 people. You all share like you bought some land out in the middle of nowhere.
Whoops.
You and your friends, you've created this little area. You're self-sufficient, and the police deem you a threat to society because you're not paying electrical bills, you're not paying water bills. You're living off the land and you're just enjoying life. So society deems you as a threat because you're not part of society. You're not contributing. You're not paying your taxes. You're just because you don't have any income. So the IRS sends police in. Are you going to defend yourself? Yes or no?
So are you in Alaska or?
It doesn't. You're in Utah in one of the large forests or something. I don't know. But basically, you're just in a secluded area with 10 people, and you've decided that you don't like the way the world's going. So you just set up this little kind of area, right? This compound, if you will, of like 4 houses. Why? You don't make any money.
Property taxes.
You own the land outright. Why should you have to pay taxes on the land you own?
Taxes.
But what? Why?
Because that's just the way the world works.
You're gonna die.
Oh!
Did you get him at least? What's what I'm saying? Like,
because technically you still live in the United States. You're still a United States citizen. You still have
okay.
vote,
So
and you pay for those liberties.
Okay, but do you feel like not paying property taxes enough to have a police force of, let's say, 30 people come into your compound and take you away from where you live?
If the subject has been broached and it's been an ongoing issue, possibly, yes.
What? Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't defend yourself in that situation.
You're breaking the law over and over and over and over and over.
Are you breaking the law?
Not paying taxes. If don't pay your taxes, see if you don't end up in jail.
Like, I get taxes. Like,
that's what property taxes are.
Taxes.
So I pay a boatload of property taxes.
Yeah, but you also
sucks.
benefit from your taxes. In theory, like, you drive on public roads, you have public sewage. No, you pay for it.
I pay for separately. I pay for
so
electric separately. I pay for water separately. I pay for everything separately.
So you live in this world where you have you benefit from the taxes you pay, in theory, right? You have access to the fire department, police forces, all that good stuff like that.
Yes.
Yep.
So that makes sense. But what if you're living out? I'm just watching Chris fall to his death repetitively. It's kind of hilarious. If you live in an area where you don't rely on that, like you made your roads, you do all the infrastructure yourself, you literally benefit from the state government absolutely zero. Why should you have to pay taxes?
Because
property taxes.
You're still benefiting from the federal government.
Sales taxes make sense. Like, you go out and buy something, you pay the sales tax. That's totally fine. You're not benefiting. How are you benefiting from the federal government?
Because
you live on their land?
Mm-hmm. That's how that would go.
Land.
If you want to be free that bad, then you're going to have to go to a country where you can get away. And there's tons of countries you can get away with that. It's it's a whole lot more dangerous. It's a whole lot more dangerous.
Is there a country out there that does that?
Oh, yeah. Dude, get ready. Just go disappear somewhere. There's plenty of places you can go disappear. And no one's going to give a shit. But it's a lot more dangerous.
Well, the point of the matter was, you're getting off topic here. Okay, let's say you fucking pay property tax. Hey, are you happy?
Thank you.
You're not breaking the law.
Okay.
You've just created an area of 10 like-minded individuals that you're friends. You live in this compound, and the American people have deemed that you cannot live there anymore because you're a threat to the American way of life, because you've created an environment in which you do not rely on large corporations and businesses. So they send in.
Why would they do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That literally. So the documentary Chris brought up earlier, the documentary about a cult, as you say, that was deemed
As a cult?
as a cult and needed forceful removal. Initially started as it was a communist, if you will, the most general sense of a communistic kind of gathering. Like everyone provided. Everyone did their job. People were growing vegetables.
The technical definition of communism, not the
not
dictatorship.
Marxism, not socialism, which I don't want to get into. But literally, like, there is no money system. Everyone does their part. You dig wells, you grow food, you supply clothing. We're gonna raise sheep. It's kind of like, if you don't do your job, you all will die, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they were deemed a communist entity that needed to be removed.
Was it the 60s and 70s?
It was the 70s?
Oh, dude, come on, man. Everyone was terrified of commies in the 70s.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they were deemed a cult, but all they were doing is they were pissed off at how large corporations and governments have influenced the ideology of people, and they wanted to change something. And the way they were doing that is they had this... Well, I mean, I guess if you put one person in charge, it kind of gets a little iffy, but there's this guru, if you will. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, so I could be completely wrong and based as F. But the government and the militias so like people in the area started up militias to go into this compound and fight back, even though nothing had been done to them. So they instigated it. So in response, this cult said, if you're gonna come in and attack me, I'm gonna defend myself. And then they were deemed a cult because of that action. Do you consider them a cult, or do we just accept that they were a cult because that's what the government told us?
Now that's actually a really good example, because, and I would argue it's only because the times and how like stupid and afraid people were of like communism that it was it was just I don't know the word I'm looking for here. I don't know. They were psychotic about that shit, man. The Red Scare. Like it was. Ugh. Man, it's no difference than like religionism. Like, oh, the world's ending, we must do this, save the world.
I don't want to talk about religion.
Yeah, my bad, man. It's just like, it's the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly, me personally, I don't know. Like, we take information that is given to us, and sometimes we accept it as truth, even though we've done no research in it to ourselves. No, that's not. I'm not saying that. People, not everything that is spoken and said to you is a falsity. The earth is round, I promise you. Science has proven that there's not a conspiracy. There is. I'm gonna save it for our next video because we're running a little low. I want to talk about the principle of keeping something secret is very difficult depending on how large that secret is. So that's actually something really cool.
Interesting.
That I want to do research into it, and I want to get your opinion on it. But that's next time because we're out of time. Maybe Chris will figure out how to defeat this level. But thank you for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and press the like button. If you want to see some more, don't forget to subscribe.